My name is Roger Hines, and this is Harper Road, between the New Kent Road and Borough High Street, just off Elephant and Castle. And we're pretty much at the back of all of that, in a post-war council flat consisting completely of bedsits. The building has come to the end of its useful life, and so this insertion, this sort of final procedure is the last thing that will happen to it. So in a way, the procedure is kind of an unusual ending to a building, perhaps. We've crystallized the interior of a bedsit. The entirety of the room has been coated in copper sulfate, so we flooded in its entirety. I think it was something like 90,000 litres of copper sulfate liquid. We basically reinforced the flat, we reinforced the area, and then we poured in boiling hot liquid super saturated copper sulfate into it, and basically we just sat around and waited and see what happened, see what aesthetic it is that we would gain. We were aware that the possibility of corruption, perhaps, the material itself could have been completely corrupted by the materials that were already in the flat. We could have ended up with something which was like a grey or a brown mass. And then the crystallization we got was more than we probably assumed that we would get. You walk in and it's the purest thing, it's untrodden, it's rather like the moon perhaps, and now it's unpure because the participants, the people that go inside, are playing a part in its decay, in its failure, in its collapse. You'll have people trampling it underfoot. This kind of pure crystal is not pure anymore. It's got contaminants. The viewer itself is a contaminant. And so it's very interesting to kind of see how the work will aesthetically change. It's a piece which can sort of offer a certain level of spectacle that you want to just be immediately engaged and then you want to disengage yourself immediately too. Then I think it's a piece of work that can actually achieve that. And I think also as well that then you can actually, if you want to have a little bit longer as a reading, you can actually read the clues, read the signs that the work is offering perhaps, and then that might give a completely different reading, because its making is complicated and slightly strange. There was a lot of science involved, but it's not a scientific project. We've been on an interesting journey to actually achieve this piece.